Right.
So let's bring on Naowh and Kush to the broadcast. Oh, there we go. Look at him. Look at the young chap down there on the bottom right. How's it going, guys?
Oh, I think you're muted, Kush, on Zoom there. Just double check. Should be in the bottom left. There you go. We got you now.
Which microphone did you use?
That sounds like a webcam mic.
Oh.
You could probably change it. There should be a microphone on the bottom left of your screen that says audio. And then you should be able to select a different one.
Hello?
Hello? Hey, how's it going?
That's better. There we go.
Better?
Yeah, that's better. That's coming through your headset.
So how's it going, Kush? How do you feel after getting that kill? What's the first thoughts that went through your mind?
We can't hear you, Robin. Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, first thoughts. I think feels a bit bad. Didn't get a mount. Someone stole the mount.
Who got the mount?
I don't know. I just know it's a thief. I don't really care for thieves, so I'm just gonna put them on ignore and move on with my life.
Okay. But you don't know who to ignore, so you're gonna be ignoring a lot of people in the guild.
I will just ask. I'm kidding. It feels nice at least to be done. It's a nice relief, I guess, to be done.
Yeah. Is that your heart rate monitor that's on your wrist?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We're definitely enjoying the heart rate monitor on the Method broadcast. To be fair, like I was actually surprised how low your resting heart rate is. Like when you were doing some of those pools, if it's accurate. So
yeah,
looks like
it is really accurate.
He adjusted for sure. He put like minus.
Hi. It's not true.
I'm curious. Yeah. How is it that your heart rate goes down as the intensity of the fight goes up?
Wait, what?
There was a few earlier bosses. Now, it wasn't the case on Dimensius, but some of the earlier bosses, we would be getting to the harder parts of the fight, and your heart rate would go down.
Yeah, I just gotta lock in, dude. I don't know. Like, I think I had the same in the MDI finals. Like the last run we had, like when we in the Cinderbrew, I swear, I was like, it felt like I wasn't even myself. I was like a third person spectating myself. I don't know. I just gotta lock in, I guess.
I love it. Transcends out of body experiences.
Yeah, in the zone.
Yeah. So how are you feeling? How are you feeling now that the tier's over? First thoughts?
I feel good. I think we played well. We obviously have some improvements to make going into midnight, but I think we have a very good foundation, I guess you call it. And I think the improvements are not major ones. But yeah, I'm happy with how we played. I wish we were a little bit more consistent. I think that's mainly experience, where I feel like our first I don't know 6-7 hours each day were really good, but then we became very inconsistent towards the evening. And it's obviously, if you haven't played 14 hours a day for 2 weeks before in your life, it's not the easiest task to do. And I think if we just play a bit more and people get used to it, I think it's gonna be a lot better.
Yeah, that's what I was saying as well. Like on the broadcast earlier, we actually went into this tier with 14 new players on the roster, so almost half the guild were new going into the raid. And obviously, some of those players, we haven't really seen them play in a race to world first scenario before. Some of the guys coming from Leggett and a couple of the other guys coming over as well. And obviously, there's a little bit of team synergy, I guess you could say, that needs to be built from doing a few race to world first, at least to some extent. But saying that, I definitely would say that from a performance perspective, this is definitely the strongest finish to a tier that we've had, since building Method Guild over the last 5 years or so. So I do think that we've got a very strong foundation to take forward here. And as you guys know as well, I'm 100% committed to getting Method back to a place where we're able to compete again for that race to world first. So we'll do whatever we can to get back up there. But yeah, how was it? I guess for Kush, how is it playing with all these new players? I guess because you came into the guild ahead of new, I guess you could say, heading into this tier. How do you think the team synergy was and everything?
Team synergy. I mean, I don't think there's honestly too much synergy as a DPS player. I think the main synergy in the team is between tanks and healers and stuff. I mean, I'm just following the boss, pressing some buttons, I'm just doing some damage. I mean, but on a personality level, that type of synergy, I think everyone gets along pretty well. I don't think we had any bad vibes. It was all around a nice time, I guess. I had a lot of fun. So at least on that. Yeah, I mean, except Robin and we had some reminder situation going on. But.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of clips getting linked around in that regard. Got a little bit heated there towards the end. I mean, I'm I must say, now you stayed up to like 3, 4 a.m. in the morning to watch the Liquid kill, then somehow made it to the raid today. Yeah, it's impressive.
Yeah, 2:30. I think I fell asleep, but yeah, I was up late. But yeah, I only was at one day, 2 hours, but I blame my phone.
Yeah, only 2 hours.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
you probably had like 100 missed calls when you slept in as well, right?
74, I think.
I also messaged Joker to see if he could get in contact with you, but I didn't have his phone number, so it was kind of hard. But I think that's actually one of the things at the top of the list for next tier is that we need to make sure that players' phones can accept calls from certain numbers, even if they put it on silent. Yeah.
I'm getting one of these proper way because my phone is like my wake up alarm. So I need to get one of these like I think Clix's brother has a wake up alarm that like starts. It has like wheels, so when it goes off, it starts rolling away. So you need to catch it.
That's not real, or?
Yeah, it's
I
real.
love it.
Yeah,
It's rolling
like,
away.
you gotta catch it to turn it off. Because like when you have your phone, it's just next to you.
You gotta be kidding me. There's no way this is a real thing.
That's
No,
crazy.
It's real. So like
You gotta
then
min-max,
for sure get out of
those
bed.
alarms.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Rob,
definitely. But
Can you
Sorry,
talk a little bit about the?
go ahead.
Okay,
Go ahead.
I wanted to ask about the decision to have you on Brewmaster and Andy on Prot Warrior, because Brew is literally in his name. How did that?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't played Brewmaster in like, I don't know, 8 years maybe. But the original plan was that I did not want to play Protpala because I find it pretty boring to play Protpala in raid because you're the only tank. Well, one of the few tank specs that are useful while not actively tanking. So whenever you play Protpala, you usually just become you're just taking debuffs and you don't actually tank a lot of times. You're like half a tank. You could tank, but there's other tanks that are better at actually tanking. So I said, like, I prefer not playing Paladin, and because I've played that for, I don't know, 5 years in a row now, I feel like. I actually want to tank. So it was we kind of expected to play Protpala this tier. And I think it was a little bit of a mistake on our end, because I don't think we anticipated that Warrior DPS would be dog shit. Not dog shit, but pretty bad.
Now you can say it. It's fun, I think.
Yeah, I mean, Warrior was just not good. Let's put it that way. So
I mean, even Reves was benched, bro. If Reves isn't playing, I mean, then something is wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when Reves is not playing Warrior in the raid for Echo, Warrior is really bad.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I guess the question, like, if you knew that you were actually going to play Prot Warrior or Brewmaster, would you have played Prot Warrior and you would play
yes,
Brewmaster? Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought in terms of like comfort picks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I mean, it worked out anyway. We had some. I mean, I feel like we should have. We were kind of unlucky with gear because we tried to gear and his Warrior, I remember, but we didn't have anything dropping for him when we. Excuse me. When we did the splits for him, I don't think he had like 4 set or like the tank trinkets he wanted to have. It was quite unlucky, I think. But I mean, we fixed that in week 2. But I would have liked to play Prot Warrior, from the start almost, I think. But I mean, we live and we learn. For next year, I don't know. It's hard as when you make a tank comp to know exactly how strong the DPS specs are, because normally you play whatever tank you don't want to bring the DPS from. So like if Mistweaver Windwalker is good, you generally don't play Brewmaster.
Wasn't it healer gaslighting actually?
Yeah, I mean the healer, like
I'm pretty sure they said Holy Pala was unplayable.
Yes, the Holy Pala was unplayable. They were gonna play double Mistweaver, and then they were gonna play Zero Mistweavers and double Shaman, and then Holy Paladin was not good anymore, or it was good anymore. They were not gonna play. I don't know. Like they were everywhere. This year with their healing.
Yeah, there was a lot. There was a lot back and forth in regards to the healing roster leading up to the tier, I believe, right? Which kind of changed a lot of the tanking kind of conversation. But I think in general, we did run very similar comp to both Liquid and Echo in the end. So I guess our class read in general going into tier was pretty good, I would say. What do you guys think?
There was some dog shit specs, but I think there were a lot of really good specs as well. I mean, Rogue was OP, but Kush is going to say I'm rage baiting him now. But I think Rogues were insane. What do you think, Kush?
Obviously, Rogue was unplayably bad, but we had to have one for Atrophic Poison, of course. So, I mean, nothing new there. I think that's expected. Nah, but I mean, what do you mean? We knew Rogue was going to be good for like the second to last boss, Sub-Rogue, kind of. Like that was the prediction. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Rogue wasn't that good this year, except on like last boss.
You literally did 574 million last boss the second.
I mean,
half,
it looking on the
5.39.
damage mirrors, put it that way,
I got
Kush.
that
It might just be the player though, yeah.
Yeah, player diff. I
Yeah.
guess player diff.
I mean, what can I do? I mean, I would love to stay humble, but it's so hard when you're this talented.
I mean,
Yeah,
you-
no, I
to be
completely
fair, you're not wrong. Like I did actually tune into Kush's POV quite a bit, and we watched it quite a bit on the meta stream too. Like I do actually think you had a pretty good tier, like overall, like 100%. Like I think your damage is pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
No, please don't do this ego, please.
Kush answering this question like we all didn't watch him ascend.
But yeah, I mean, Rogue is acceptable on some fights, I guess.
Yeah, no, Rogue was
You went
decent, I
from
guess.
12th to 1st on Forge Weaver. On the
It's all about the
damage
natty
meter.
lineups for Rogue, though. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
You get the what is it? The natty lineup with the what is it? Sectech, what do we call it?
I mean, not everyone
That's
can
like
make
something.
it work. That I mean, you just
Yeah,
really
no,
gotta
it-
make. You just really gotta create those nasty lineups. It's like.
Yeah, so what would you guys-
Bell.
What would you guys say some of the strengths that we have as we look forward towards the next Race to the World versus the Guild? Like, would you guys see like our strengths? What do you think we need to kind of work on without going into too much detail? I guess you say, like in terms of the improvements and whatnot that you think we need to make.
Like
You go,
strengths or
Robert.
weaknesses? What
Both,
do we
just
start with?
both, either. Let's go.
Okay,
Let's
let's
start with strengths then. Give us some positives.
I mean,
Give the chat some positives here, guys.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I had any. No, I'm kidding. No, I think our healers are incredible. The healing was amazing this year. So big props to the healers. I think tanking was okay, but me and Andy, we need to work on our communication a bit. And I think the general vibe of the guild was really good. Like Kush said, it was not really any fights. The vibe was really good. We had a lot of fun playing together. So we're gonna take that with us as well. Apart from that, I mean, it's a lot of good things. I don't know. I just have I have a lot of fun playing here, which I think is the most important thing. Then to stuff to work on, I mean, there's quite a few things that can be improved. But I think probably the biggest one would be to have a DPS analyst. I think that would do like make wonders, because I feel on. I mean, on multiple bosses, we just lacked. We lacked. I don't know how to describe it, but on Nexus King, we just lacked damage, and we didn't know why. No one could figure out why we lacked damage compared to like Echo and Liquid. And then I think it was Canex who like started shifting some cooldowns and started shifting. And then we just created 5% boss damage out of thin air. And I'm like, huh? And it's stuff like that. You just need someone who's really good with understanding, I guess, DPS classes. I'm not, I'm a tank. And Kush is Kush. But yeah, so that would make or do really a lot, I think, to the guild. Just having someone assigning stuff, assigning cooldowns, yeah, when to use them, stuff like that.
Yeah, I
Apart from
mean,
that,
it's-
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
sorry,
ahead.
go ahead.
Yeah, but apart from that, I was talking about it earlier, like the consistency. I don't know how you work on that though. I think you just have to play. I don't know how you practice consistency when it's like these long hours.
I think
we
there's
just
a lot of new players, right? Like that haven't
Yeah,
done it
exactly.
first before.
Yeah.
Like I don't think they're perhaps used to like the long shifts and like just playing for so long in a row, I guess, as well. I think it's maybe something you get used to as well.
Yeah, you're talking about consistency as in like focus, or are you talking about consistency
Yeah,
as in
exactly.
like players maintaining like same positioning, damage pattern, cooldown usage?
That was another issue we had where like it's also inexperience where people they just min-max the DPS throughout the fight and they just change things without saying anything. That's like I feel like that's a major inexperience thing where like you should always min-max your damage, but that needs to be communicated. So if you swap your cooldowns from somewhere, we're obviously gonna lack damage there, even though it's better for the overall fight for you. But then we just wipe because we lack damage somewhere and no one like what happened. And then people are like, yeah, I swapped my cooldowns. And like, oh, okay. And that's good. But you know, then we need to make up for the damage we lost somewhere, you know. But I also think that will come with time. So I'm not really worried about that at all. But yeah, generally consistency throughout the 14 hours, I guess, that we play, where I feel like every morning we play like extremely well the first 6-7 hours. And then we just stop progressing. especially after dinner. We didn't. I feel like it was one day where we actually played decent after dinner. Apart from that, I just felt like it was almost like wasted time playing in the evenings because we just couldn't be consistent. And I don't think anyone in the guild is a bad player or anything. It's just that it's hard to focus for 14 hours a day at this level. You need to practice that and just play, I think. So that's, yeah. And like I said, I don't know how to practice it. I just think it's just play more, get more comfy, get more experience, and that will come as well. I think the last thing I want to say with the improvements, I think it would be really good to have a second raid leader, so Biff can detach a bit and look at strat and stuff, and not have to sit there and raid lead, kind of like the Mary Scribe relation I have in Echo. And then someone said like, yeah, but then you should raid lead. I'm like, I'm too dumb to raid lead. I cannot play the game myself and raid lead. So, but that would also be nice, I think.
That is true.
Yeah.
While he's putting himself forward as potential second raid leader, what do you guys think about that?
I don't think so either, actually.
No,
it would just
passing on that one.
Yeah, I think it would just he would change the strategy to just play around the mage. I don't think that's good.
Anything you would add, Kush, to Naowh's extensive list there? Of,
I lost track. Where are we? Jesus, God damn. So many words.
I guess from your side, Kush, you obviously have been playing in the Race to World First since like I guess what was the first Race to World First you did? Like it was back in 2019 or was it before?
What was the tier after the first tier of BFA? I forgot. BOD?
Battle for Dazzle War, right? Yeah, Jaina, yeah.
That was the first.
So you've been playing obviously in the Race to World First since then. I guess you haven't actually retired, unlike Mr. Naowh here and myself. So you've actually been an active player the whole time. So I guess you have a lot.
I skipped one.
Oh, you skipped one? Which
Sepulcher.
Oh, okay.
I went back and did some studying, got a driver's license, and then I went back to play WoW again.
But you're also way younger than me and Sco. Aren't you like 23?
24 this year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we were speculating actually a little bit on stream, like how young Kush was, because I remember when Kush joined Method originally, like it was, I can remember like the DreamHack thing, like back in the day, like he basically joined the guild, and like at the time, like I kind of thought of him as like the young Fragments, as in like a highly skilled like multi-classer back then.
Yeah, emphasis on young.
Yeah, emphasis on young. I mean, Fragments is in his 30s now. Like he's getting
very
there, you know what I mean?
He's
very
32. Yeah, very old.
He's a pretty old guy now, you know. But so I guess Kush, is going to be definitely interesting hearing some thoughts from your side, maybe in DMs, like where you think we need to make some improvements too. It's definitely going to be something we work on quite actively over the next couple of weeks for sure. Like while it's fresh in people's minds, because you also just came from Echo, you know, before for this tier 2. See if we have any gaps there, or improvements that we can make from our side. But yeah, that's going to be interesting for sure.
I have an entire notepad written down, and it's only about the right side on Dimensius.
Okay.
Oh, left side, you were horrible, bro.
I have an entire notepad about the right side.
Yeah, okay, bro. You were feeding hard on left side. What do you mean?
I will bring this up later with Biff. The right side will get their due.
Left side full shambles, bro.
The right side, as in like just the right side, as in phase 1. Right side.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, let me just tell you, we do not want to be on the left side.
It's fine.
Don't worry. Can you believe, Sco, that Kush was solo melee on the left side, and we tried to move Dan over so there were at least 2 melees on the left side. Meanwhile, we were 4 melees on the right side, and Kush just couldn't play the game with 1 more melee.
Wait, that is kind of rough, yeah. Why did we do that split? Why did we do that split actually with 4 melees on the right side?
I don't know. Kush couldn't deal with people.
It was just for. I mean, it was just ad optimization damage wise. I think we couldn't do too many melees on one side, because then, you know, I mean, we had to have all the shit melees that can target swap on one side, and then the non-target swap melee on this. I think that's the only reason, because I was the only melee that can't really target swap properly, so I could only hit my own added melee basically.
That sounds like you're lazy, to be honest, but yeah.
It's harder to aura farm too. It's harder to aura farm when you're lumped in there with other melees.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be near these other DKs and stuff. Whew, unholy aura.
So chat, just let us know, by the way, chat, if you have any questions for Kush and Naowh, and we can pick out some of the best ones. I see some method vaders in here as well. Canex, Quep, and whatnot. Do you guys got any questions that you want to ask Kush and Naowh while we're on broadcast?
Canex probably thought about some from spending a lot of time on the bench. He probably has some.
True, Canex did actually play a lot of time on the bench. Like, was there? I guess just because we did play Feral for some time, right? But I guess balance was kind of a Perino.
Bookmark had a good question here, actually, that we didn't read. Is the reason Method finished 3 hours after Echo because now slept in on Friday?
Oof.
Yes, I would like to think that we would have won over Echo if Now did not sleep in. Yes.
Honestly, that was actually my chance to come out of retirement, like I tweeted. Yeah, like that could have been my chance, dude. Imagine I could actually coordinate that with whoever plays Brewmaster next time to make it look like an epic Hero moment. You know what I mean? But
yeah, you had some geared character for splits. You could have come in for those 2 hours.
I don't know. It's like 685 month. I haven't played for a long time. Might have been bad, but I don't know. Phase 1 looked kind of easy as a tank, though. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Did you stand in
Relax now, old man. Okay.
There's a good question there about playing at home versus playing at a venue, because you both obviously played on venue before and you played at home today for this tier. Maybe we start with Robin. What was your preference? How did you feel about playing at home versus being on location?
I mean, I prefer playing from home. I'm very social, but I also run out of social energy very fast. So like the last time I went to an event, I actually ended up going home early. But it was also in Sepulchre when the raid lasted like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I don't even know. But I panic. But if I'm surrounded by people's hours, huh?
I was sorry. Go.
No, but like it was cameras everywhere, people everywhere, and I just need like my goon time, by myself. I just can't be by people all the time. So,
what?
But
Bro.
I don't know how I would do. If the event is like a week or two, I think it's fine. But if it's more than that, I don't know. Then I kind of struggle. So I just need to recharge my social battery.
No, I get that. I mean, a lot of people, that's the same situation. They have their social, but they just can't be social all the time. Kush, what about you? How did you feel playing at home versus the energy of playing on venue?
I like playing at home, honestly. But I mean, I think the best part about going to venues is just the amount of friends you meet. I think that's like the best part. Just playing itself, I don't really mind playing from home. I don't think I really notice a major difference gameplay-wise. But it's so fun just hanging around with friends. That's like the best part about events, whatever. So
yeah, for sure.
Oh, by the way, if we have an event, please. This is 2 options. Option 1, don't invite Kush. Option 2, put Kush in his own room, because this guy, he's farting every 5 minutes. Like, it's crazy.
Not true.
He has open mic and he's farting mid.
No. I mean, we can put him in the same. We can put him in the same room as Logbox, and that can be like a designated area. Yeah.
Yeah, I
no
don't
entry
know.
zone.
At least put me far away from him if there's ever an event.
Do not put me with Logok.
I do not want to sit next to Kush. That's for sure.
I cannot be with Logok.
So I guess the next question I see someone asking in chat, like if you had to give like VIP to like not VIP, sorry, like player of the tier to one player in the guild, or like one analyst, or just anyone on the team, who's like standout for you guys, like this tier, like who would you give the award to for standout player?
And you can't pick yourself.
Oh, that's hard. That's rough for you, Kush, actually, no.
I cannot speak now then. Well, yeah. Unlucky. No, but I mean, I can go first. Why did I say that? I have no idea. Fuck me, what the hell? I just said that for fun. I don't know. Let's look at the DPS meter here in game.
You can't pick yourself, Kush.
I cannot pick. Yeah, then I pick Clicks, my MDI teammate. There we go. That's my pick.
Was he the highest DPS elemental shaman on the kill?
Yes.
Because I saw him getting beaten by Thanos quite a few times, to be fair.
But Thanos was padding a lot as well.
Yeah, I did see that a little bit. I wasn't sure. Like, I'm pretty sure it swapped the Thanos POV once, like when we were doing the phase 1, and like just at the end of P1 when the ads spawn and you obviously focusing on the boss. I saw some damage going on the head. You know what I mean?
100%. But
I'm sure it was just a net DPS increase on the boss, of course. But yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Kush has an eye for this because he never pads himself. So when someone else pads, he just knows that it's not legit damage.
I could be the best analyst.
He's a very ethical player. Only
that is extremely true. Extremely true.
Yeah.
Look at the boss damage on the kill.
So Clicks is getting a shout out from Kush. Who would you give your shout out to now this tier? Can be anyone on the team.
I have a few actually. I mean, it's okay. So one player outside the raid, would be Nogi. I think he did like a lot of stuff outside the raid that was like really helpful. He helped me with like a bunch of stuff, like timeline reminders and like cooldown usage for tanks. And whenever I asked for something, he was always there to help me. So big props to Nogi from the outside.
I agree.
Then like players, I mean, I would have to go to the healers. I don't want to give it to Celia because Celia is always insane. I feel like he gets enough credit. So I would give it to either FTM or Skane. I think they're both.
Yes, Skane,
really...
not the right side player.
I mean, okay, in that case, it goes to FTM because I could not give it to someone on the left side. So actually, now when you mention it goes to FTM because right side for sure, bro. So FTM gets my. I actually didn't. I never saw him actually play. I thought he was actually the.
The idea was actually, I think the FTM was actually going to be kind of outside helping Biff, kind of similar to what you mentioned earlier, like as in like the kind of like one of the right hand men, so to speak. But then obviously when we decided to use 2 evokers on Dimensius, he ended up coming in, right?
Yeah, no, I think he played really well, and he's always positive, and like he brings a good vibe. Really, I don't know. There's nothing negative about that guy, so I have to give it to him. Also, he was on the right side, of course.
Did you say nothing negative about FTM?
Yeah.
Like, the way he speaks.
He was on the right.
He's always grumpy. He's like a grumpy grandpa.
He's not.
Yeah, it's the grumps. He's the grumpiest healer in the guild. Him and Radio.
I don't know. I think Kush is rage baiting right now. For sure.
It's a grumpy grandpa, bro.
What about...
The only grumpy person in this guild, Kush, is you and this bad boss movement. Perma crying. Instant. Bad boss movement. Yeah, I couldn't DPS bad boss movement. Tanks.
Out of melee range.
Yeah.
Move the boss.
Yeah, Kush, how do you feel the tanks did this tier for Method?
I don't wanna. I think it's good. Of course, I would have liked the boss to be in melee a bit more in phase 2, but it's all good. I mean, can't complain about everything. I think it was good. I like it.
So, is there like you obviously just gave a shout out to a couple of players there? Was there anyone else that you think played like insanely consistently, like on Dimensius, like over the 300 plus tries that you're like, okay, this guy's constantly performing the mechanics really well. Damage pattern's great. Rarely ever fucking up a mechanic and dying. Any shout outs to any like consistency players?
I feel like I don't know if Robin agrees, but I think it's really hard to like tell if someone is like performing good. Like you can tell if someone is like not performing, but if someone is performing good, it's like impossible.
I don't know. No, you don't notice them because they never like you notice mistakes. You don't notice like if someone never makes a mistake, you're not gonna notice that person because it's just not make. I don't know.
There was just a lot of good players, I think, as well. I don't know. There's a lot of good players. I don't know. I can't really like pick players out. I was just saying Clicks because I was trying to be nice to my MDI team, to be honest, as well.
He's just trying to not get benched from the MDI team, pretty much. That's why he's.
There are a lot of good players. I don't know, to be honest. I don't wanna.
Yeah, I think in general, from like I said, from a player perspective, we definitely leveled up the roster quite significantly. Obviously, both of you guys joined too. So I think like from that side of things, we've definitely made a lot of improvements. Obviously, there's further improvements we can make, of course, but I think it's definitely a strong foundation from like a roster perspective. So that's great to hear. Do you have any questions, Sean, or chat? Do you have any other questions for these guys?
I just have one last question. I think maybe we could wrap it up on a high note here. Let these guys get to their celebrating and their resting, and they're both probably preparing for MDI. They're going to win their 12th MDI, I imagine, for Robin there. Special shout out to his UI. Use the UI. It doesn't guarantee you'll be an 11-time MDI champion, but I know at least one who does use it, and that is Robin. So which boss of the tier, other than Dimensius, do you feel like was the most fun to prog?
I think, Nexus King was really, I don't know, maybe Forge Fever was my favorite boss actually. Forge Fever was really intense from start to finish. I like
Forge Fever as well.
Yeah, but like now, sadly, like they nerfed the fight like by a lot. But like before, when the orbs are extremely fast, you had 1 second to dodge a line and intermission. Like it was really hard, and it was really fast paced, which made it fun. It felt like the fight. You play the fight for 6 minutes, but it felt like 2. And when it's a fight like that, it's a good fight. When a fight feels longer than it actually is, it's generally a bad fight. I feel like Soul Hunter just felt like it never ended, for example. But I mean, Nexus King was also fun, but only phase 3. I feel like intermission of phase 1 was just not fun. But phase 3 was a banger. It was really fun. It was also very, very fast paced.
Cool. Kush, what about you?
No, I mean the same question. Everything my most favorite boss except the Mansus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I agree. I think it was Forge Weaver. I think Nexus King was cool. I think the last phase was a bit weirdly paced. I don't know if I should go into too much detail, but I feel like they could have just cut down 30 seconds from last phase and tuned the boss HP lower, so you didn't have 30 seconds of the boss doing nothing at the end. It just felt really odd. Other than that, it was kind of a cool boss.
But did you like phase 1 though? Like it was cool the first 5 pulls, but after that it just got, I don't know.
Yeah, the ghosts were, yeah, I don't know. It was a cool fight, like visually, thematically, like it was a lot of cool things on that fight, though. I don't know. I didn't like it more than Forge Weaver though. I think Nexus King is third, Forge Weaver second, and the Mansus first, I think.
Yeah, I think Fateless was the worst boss this tier. And I think Blizzard wanted to like show how impactful Weakgrass could be for some boss fights. I mean, you basically had a Weakgrass playing the entire fight. You just looked at your screen, what marker it told you to go to, and you ran there. I think Blizzard wanted to showcase how bad a fight could be with Weakgrass. I feel like that's their goal for.
They're trying to prove a point.
Yeah, but they've said that they want to remove Weakgrass, so like restrict them right from midnight. And I think this was just like their way of showing that, like, yeah, guys, it's a good thing, you know, because that fight was just not good.
Yeah, it was.
I do like a patchwork fight though.
Yeah, patchwork fights are good, but not a. This was just a Weakgrass. Go to your lane where the market.
It was a weird mechanic, but like a mid-tier boss to be like a tight DPS check is always kind of fun. I think if there's like a
I agree with that.
easy mechanically boss that just has a high DPS check. Unfortunately, it didn't have that high of a DPS check, so if it was a bit harder tuned, I think I would have liked Fateless a lot more. But yeah, I mean, still, yeah, it was a weaker fight. But patchwork fight is kind of fun. It's like mid-tier bosses usually.
Perfect. I want to thank both of you for taking the time to come on and chat to us and to chat. Obviously, huge congratulations. Amazing performance this year. You guys knocked it out of the park, and you're only going to get better next year. I can't wait to see that. Do either of you have anybody you want to say a special thank you to or give a shout out to before we sign off?
My mom, actually.
Nice.
She's helping me a lot with I'm moving to Sweden. I guess I don't know if people knew about this, but in a month and a half, I'm getting my apartment in Sweden, and she's you know how moms can be, like they just wanna, you never grow up in their eyes, you know, and she's just especially now during the race, I hadn't really had much time to, because when you move countries and stuff and I have no furniture, no nothing, she's been helping me a ton with that. So shout out to mom.
Dig it. That's a great one. Kush, yourself?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to my dog. Nah, I'm kidding. It was my other thing.
My favorite dog.
I love that dog. What a beast. Absolute beast, that dog. Nah, I'm kidding. I want to give a special shout out to my girlfriend for cooking food and cleaning the house or apartment. Legend.
Yeah, that must be nice during the progress phase for sure.
Yeah.
So how is it when you're not
for sure.
We're doing race first? Are you cooking then?
Of course.
What are you? Okay, nice.
I mean, not only, of course. I mean, just like a little bit of split push here and there, you know, and I'll do little cooking.
Yeah, you do the cleaning, she cooks. Sharing is fair.
Yeah, it depends. I am quite a good cook, actually, or chef, I guess. I don't know what it's called.
Really?
I do good food making.
Okay, I'm moving to Stockholm, you know, so you're gonna invite me for dinner then. I'm excited now.
Yeah. I've had Clicks and Connex both over for dinner here, so you can ask them.
Oh, right. Are you also in Stockholm, Kush?
Yeah.
We're all gonna live in Stockholm now, actually. It's gonna be really fun. It's me.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Connex,
Swedes now, huh?
Yeah, Clicks, Celia. Who else? Is anyone?
Yeah, actually.
But I think Radio is also Stockholm, no?
I don't know, actually. There's like so many Swedes, but I don't really know where they're all from. I feel like there's like half the guild is Swedish, but I don't know where they're from, dude. I don't know. But yeah, I know someone else
think
from
Radio
Stockholm
is
as well.
from.
Yeah, I think it might be Radio. Someone else is as well.
Yeah, I know Jano is from Gothenburg, and Radio is Stockholm, pretty sure. The other
Gothenburg.
ones I don't know. Gothenburg, Göteborg, so good.
All right. And that's where everybody and Method lives. Thank you so much. Thank you to the chat for being here. Thank you.
You can
Thank
DM me
you
for
all
the
the-
addresses later as
Yeah.
well.
No, don't
wanted
worry.
to
Still,
stop
everything is
before you
public anyway. You
Doxed
just,
everyone. Kush has an address book. It's available online for all the raiders.
If you stop
to-
his stream, yeah.
Yeah,
$4.99.
something
I'll give you
stream.
all method address. No problem.
Well, thanks for being here, chat. Thanks for being here, everybody. Production, everybody, all of our sponsors. Blizzard for an amazing race. Raider.io, Moorcraft Vlogs for all your support. Sco, I'm going to give you the last word before we sign off on the Manaforge Omega Race to World First Method broadcast.
Yeah, I mean, just thank you so much for all the support, chat. It's been much appreciated over the race. It's been very fun to hang out with you guys. And as I said earlier, this is really, again, just another tier for Method to build upon. And we will be back, even stronger for the next race to World First. We're going to give it our all. And we're going to continue the passion and the dream of competing again for our 13th World First, guys. So thank you for the support, and see you guys next time.